Hi, this is Conversation with Nick, and this is my reaction to the EU referendum and everything that's been going on so far. So, in the previous videos, I said I didn't think we should be voting on this, that people weren't going to be voting rationally, that people were going to be voting very irrationally, and that I don't know the certainty of what's going to happen. And I think that's what's happened. When I stayed up till after 3 last night with my boyfriend watching the EU referendum and the results coming in and the different discussions that were being had with politicians and all types of people that were on the show. And the more we watched, I think me and my boyfriend kind of realised Leave could definitely win this. We went to bed, we woke up, and Leave had won, and we were like, what's going to happen now? I think there's just so many uncertainties about Leave. So, where do I even begin? So, the pound crashing, like the pound going down, a lot of people are surprised. I'm not surprised. From last night's show, from the first vote for Leave, I think it was like Sunderland, when Sunderland vote came in, was it Sunderland? Yeah, I think so. It just went plummeting. The Leave vote just went down. I mean, the pound just went down, and the economist on the show was talking about that probably going to be a common thing until the Bank of England and certain things are, more certain within our markets. And I think that's the big thing about this whole topic, this whole issue, is certainty. What's going to be our future? What's going to happen? Is it all doom and gloom, or is there hope for us? And no one knows. I don't think anyone knows. So that's about the pound. David Cameron's resigned, and I just don't even know. I feel like David Cameron held this referendum to satisfy his party. I don't even think it was about the people having a voice. I just feel it was about popularity voting and trying to keep his party in check. And now that Leave has won, I don't think he ever expected this. And I don't know, maybe in years' time to come, he'll do an interview and he'll say he regretted doing this, or he'll say he won't. But I just feel like right now there's a lot of egg on his face, and I don't even know. I just don't know. And the craziest thing, one of the storylines, should we say, for last night's voting, one of the common sort of reasons that kept popping up for people to voting Leave was because they wanted to stick it to the elites. They wanted to stick it to the power that, people that are in power. And that really pissed me off, because sticking it to the man is not going to help your situation. It's not going to help you better your life. You have to, there are other ways to do it, and I don't know if this is the way, but that's a common theme. Even this morning, a woman was interviewed and she voted Leave, because of the things she saw happening to her family, and Leave had to be her hope, and I just feel like, a lot of reasons for Leave was not always about immigration, but it was about just people feeling helpless and feeling like the only hope they had for a better lifestyle, or a better, lifestyle and a better future, was by voting Leave. And I don't know if that was the correct way to vote, and I just hope it is. Another thing that's come out of this is Scotland and even Northern Ireland talking about leaving the UK if we leave. I don't want that to happen. I really would like us to stay united. as a country. I want us to stay the United Kingdom, not the broken, divided kingdom, the divided kingdom. I don't want that, I feel as though people have lost an identity and people have gained an identity from this. I feel like there's people cheering from the rooftop, and I feel like there's people sad because that's the problem for me. It's just the lack of certainty with this leave vote. There's no certainty. No one can guarantee me what the future is going to look like, and I don't know if that's a good thing, One thing I know is that Britain is good at bouncing back from things. We've always been able to bounce back from things. But I do think the EU are going to try for the next few years make our lives, they're not going to give us the nicest negotiations possible. I do think they're going to drag this out because of fear that if we leave and we do well and we prosper from leaving the EU, that other countries will follow suit. And that's not in the interest of the EU. So I do feel like this is going to be just very long, very uncertain, and just difficult times ahead. But I'm being doom and gloom, and I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that the EU that things will work out. Things have to work out now, that things need to start being in play. And another thing that also things that are going on is that they want Jeremy Corbyn to leave. That's 2 MPs, major Labour MPs, have signed a vote of no confidence in him, so he could end up leaving, which I think Labour really wants. Labour, and the reason I say that is because for the past however many months since this man's been their leader, he's had nothing but backlash from his MPs all over the place, just nothing but backlash. And I think it stems from the fact that Labour decided when they voted for a new leader, they allowed people who vote for Labour to vote for a candidate, and they voted for him. He got a lot of that bottom down regular people's votes, if you like, and I think that's where it all stems from. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like Labour, he's been getting it a lot, and I just feel like he could be leaving. Just so much change is happening. I think that's just the thing we've learned today, this morning, is there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of uncertainty, and I'm just hoping that they can guarantee me some sort of certainty. I'm going on vacation in the summer. We're going to America. I don't need the pound to be, have no power and have no strength, because I would like to go on vacation and be able to have my pound be stronger than the dollar. Okay, a lot stronger than the dollar, not a bit stronger, a lot. So that's it really. It's really living crazy times. Just so many things are happening, and I think my story or my point of view on this is that I still don't think we should have had this referendum. Just too much, not enough, too much voting from the heart and not enough voting from the brain, as I put it, or too much, not enough expertise to even know what's going on right now. That even though that we've voted leave now and the referendum's happened, that I hope that we find a way to make it through this as a united kingdom, not a divided kingdom. And my third and final thought is that we've got a long future, a long path ahead of us. And I think that's it really. Anyway, that's just my thoughts and opinions on the EU referendum and my reaction to it. Try not to be too doom and gloom, but it's kind of hard when you don't really see a lot of certainty in your future as a young person. So let's hope that things change. And I really don't want Boris Johnson to become Prime Minister. I didn't vote for Conservative. I don't want that clown being my Prime Minister, so please. I really don't want that to happen. Or Michael Gove. I know they've not said him to be a candidate, but even him, I can't stand either of them. So, you know, it's just uncertain times ahead, and that's it. I'm starting to ramble now. Bye.